Hey folks, what is going on? It's me again, CJ. As some of you may remember, I made a video a while back where I talked about different aesthetics and different core styles. And back at the very end of this video, I said that I might want to make my own aesthetic style in the future. Which is today. Today is the future. The future is today. And since I'm feeling a little bit spicy today, we're not gonna make just one, but two different aesthetics. So without further ado, let's go. So the first one is going to be something that I personally find very much aesthetically pleasing. It's supposed to be something between like Wanderlust and adventurecore, with like the main thought of like freedom in general. Like with adventurecore being like you are the main character in your own life, and there's such an amazing world out there to explore. And with Wanderlust being like this world is so beautiful and there's so much amazing shit to see that you just have to go out and see it, you know. But I kind of want to make it a bit more serene, you know, kind of a bit more calm. Like, I don't really have a name for it yet, but I want it to be kind of something like maybe Vagabond or Traveler or something. Because like the vibe it's supposed to have at the end is going to be like the, I guess it's supposed to be like a feeling of absolute freedom, of like, you don't really have one fixed home, but like, the world is your home. Wherever you go, that's where your home is. I just love that thought, and I just want to incorporate that in there. I think the best way to describe this is like with images. So this is what I would think would be some mood boards for this not yet existent aesthetic. I guess that kind of gives actually an idea of the vibe I'm going for, like the smell of rain on pavement, an open road, the sound of gravel underneath your boots, that kind of feeling you get when you like look out at the sea, or when you first get like when you drive to the mountains and you first start seeing them like in the distance, and you know this is where you're gonna go. That kind of feeling that you're gonna get, I just think that fits very well with this. Of course, I want this to be more than just like an aesthetic for mood boards. Like for example, music, I think that like blues rock or indie folk or folk in general would fit very well there. You know, just stuff that gives you a calm and somewhat serene vibe. Or just a positive vibe in general. So like, also I really want to incorporate the idea of like having the sea, the ocean in there somewhere, but I don't want to make it all about the ocean. So I wanted to make like, I think there's like a specific feeling that you get when you look out at the ocean, and I think most people would call it Wanderlust. But you know, I think there's just something special about standing on the shore with the wind blowing in your face, the smell of the air. Like it's just, there's something very specific. Or like when you drive up in the mountains, like upwards, and the air starts to get colder, that kind of specific feeling. I just want to kind of capture that with this yet to be named aesthetic. Oh, and of course like animals that relate to this, obviously like birds, just because of their ability to basically fly everywhere. I was thinking maybe like wolves or large cats, mountain lions or something. So yeah, this is kind of like an overview of what this is supposed to be, but if I have to put it like, pin it on one word, that word would be freedom. So like the freedom to go wherever you want, to do whatever you want to do, to just exist in the world that can be so beautiful. But now, what to name this? As I said, I kind of wanted to go with something like Vagabond, but like Vagabond Core, I don't like the sound of that. And like you can't really name it. You could maybe name it punk or something with like the suffix punk, but that's just so overused lately with like so much different punk aesthetics and punk styles that I don't really want to go there. So I've been thinking maybe, if that does not exist yet, Lost Core, because like it has the feeling is like being lost in a good way. It's not like being lost and not knowing where to go, but being lost and being yourself and being home in that sense of being lost. And I think that actually fits the vibe I'm going for quite well, so let's call it Lustcore. But there's still the second aesthetic to get to. Now, this aesthetic is not going to have any kind of suffix, because no suffix could fully encompass what this aesthetic is. It's called Memento, and Memento is remembering. Remembering where others forget. Memento is the ticking of the clock, never stopping. Memento is the rage, as you see the light slowly fading away. Because we remember. Memento Mori.